Facebook Live today. I just hit start on our webinar, and so I can see our travel consultants starting to file in. So welcome, welcome, Travelweek
Hello,
reader.
everybody. Welcome.
Yes, it is so great to have you here today. We have an awesome show planned. We have Kerry Sullivan, who is the travel industry sales representative for Visit Orlando. I am really excited to hear all that Kerry has to share with us today about what is new with Orlando today. So hi, Kerry, welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. Hello, everybody. Thank you.
Absolutely. It's our pleasure. We are really excited. Travel agents, just a few quick notes before the show gets started. Number one, if you have any questions at all during the course of today's webinar, please feel free to pop them into the Q&A box at the very bottom of your webinar screen. You'll see that there. I will be back on at the end of today's presentation to ask any questions that you have on your behalf to Kerry. So please don't be shy. Use this time to get your questions answered. Also, something very exciting is that we have a prize attached to today's webinar, and that is a $50 Amazon gift card. Woohoo! So for all of our travel consultants that are staying through to the very end of today's webinar, you are going to be eligible to win that $50 gift card. It will be done in a draw after today's event is over. And then Kerry will get in touch with the winner, and we'll announce that as well in our follow-up email. Absolutely. As you know, here at Travel Week, we are dedicated to providing the very best information for all of you to book amazing holidays and travel product for your clients. And so with that in mind, and without further ado, I am very excited to pass the floor over to our guest for today. Kerry, thanks again, and take it away.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Well, thank you all for joining me on this Thursday afternoon. It's always good to sort of update yourself on destinations. And of course, Orlando is always changing. There's always something new to experience and explore when you're down in Orlando. So we want to let you know all about that. Of course, Orlando is the theme park capital of the world. As you all know, we do have Walt Disney World, we have Universal, we have SeaWorld, but I also want to let you know about our beyond the park experiences, because there are so many phenomenal attractions around Orlando, in addition to our phenomenal theme parks, of course. So we're going to get started here. We do have a couple of videos, so we'll get started. And if you guys have any questions, as we said at the end, please do not hesitate to ask.
Here, matching bedazzled shirts are worn proudly. Homework disappears. Business suits become bathing suits. And young ones are granted new power. Because this place changes you. Princesses get the royal treatment. Siblings call truces. And dad jokes are actually funny. Robots crown new heroes, and phones are forgotten, at least for a little while. Fireworks paint the sky every night, and hand-holding makes a comeback every day. Here, anything is possible, as long as you can imagine it. And that's what makes Orlando unbelievably real.
There's just a little snippet of Orlando. I do apologize. Normally there is music with that video, so it's far more dramatic, but unfortunately the music doesn't take over. But at least it gives you a little visual of some of the great attractions we have down in Orlando. So first off, I want to let you know about our wonderful tour operators that can get your clients down to Orlando. We, of course, have Air Canada Vacations, WestJet Vacations, Sunwing, Transat, and Travel Brands. As for our airline partners, we have so many, and we're so happy. We have some new service this year as well. So we do have Air Canada, of course, year-round out of Toronto, Halifax, Ottawa, Quebec City, and Montreal. WestJet year-round out of multiple Canadian gateways, including Vancouver, Calgary, Toronto, Winnipeg, Hamilton, and Halifax. And then Sunwing is going into the winter months. So they're going to have daily service out of Toronto, December through May, and Friday service from Halifax, February through May, and then Saturday service out of Winnipeg, December through April. Transat, of course, is flying year-round as well out of Toronto, Toronto Island, Montreal, Quebec City, Halifax, and Moncton. And then, of course, we have some newer service. We have jet lines. They just started back October 30th, going in 4 days a week out of Toronto Pearson. We also have Porter going in 7 days a week out of Toronto Pearson, out of Toronto and Ottawa. And then, of course, Lynx has just started as well. So they're going in 7 days a week out of Toronto, 4 days a week out of Montreal, 2 days a week out of Calgary. And starting on the 18th of this month, they're going to be going in 1 day a week out of Vancouver. And of course, we have Flair, which also flies into Orlando, but into Stanford Airport. So they do have multiple gateways as well, including Toronto Pearson, out of London, St. John, Kitchener, Waterloo, Windsor, Ottawa, and Winnipeg. So lots of ways to get your clients down to Orlando this winter season. So some of the things we're going to talk about today, and it looks like a lot, but I promise it's not, some of the experiences that you will see when you're down in Orlando and can experience shopping, of course, dining and entertainment, our accommodations, arts, culture, and history, our professional sports scene, the surrounding neighborhoods that your clients can stay in, what to see and what's new for 2023, and then the selling tools that are available to you to help you sell Orlando and, of course, increase your sales. So some of the experiences that you're going to find in Orlando, of course, you're going to find our phenomenal theme parks. So Walt Disney World Resort, we have SeaWorld, which also includes Aquatica and Discovery Cove. And then, of course, we have Universal Islands of Adventure, Universal Studios Florida, and Universal's Volcano Bay. But some of the other great areas that we have, so we have the International Drive District. This is a great area to recommend to your clients if they want to be off-site from the theme parks, but still be close and have lots of restaurants and attractions and things to do, because this is just a really wonderful area. It's a long strip of road with an abundance of great hotels, restaurants, attractions. The convention center is also located along International Drive. And I want to point out, just while we're on the screen, the iRide trolley that you see in the picture. This is a very easy and economical way for your clients to get around the International Drive District if they're staying there. It goes up and down International Drive. There's two lines that go, the red and the green, and it goes all day from 8 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. with multiple stops along the way. The trolleys do come every 20 minutes or so, and it's a hop on, hop off. And so it's just a very economical way. They can do a single fare, or you can actually get a 1, 3, 5, 7, or 14-day pass. So your clients can get around very easily. Now, the iRide trolley does not go to Walt Disney World or Universal, but it does go to SeaWorld and Aquatica. So if your clients are staying in this area and they want to go to SeaWorld or Aquatica, they could take the iRide trolley. Now, some of the experiences you're going to find along International Drive, we've got the Desertland Park Orlando, which is a great arcade, restaurant, and museum. We've got miniature golf with the Pirates Cove Adventure Golf, Andretti's indoor karting and games, so the indoor go-karting and arcade and restaurant. Ripley's, believe it or not, Mango's Tropical Cafe, which is a phenomenal Latin-inspired show with Latin-inspired food. And then there's Fun Spot America. So if your clients do want to go to a theme park, it's located right along International Drive. There are rides and roller coasters there, and they are in their 25th year of operation this year. And there's even more to explore along International Drive. So you've got iFly Orlando, the Escape Room, Excelsior Axe Throwing, Dave & Buster's, King's Dining and Entertainment, so the bowling facility, as well as Topgolf. And this area right here, this is Icon Park. This is an attraction in itself. It is a 20-acre entertainment facility. Here you're going to find over 50 restaurants, bars, and attractions. You're going to see the wheel at Icon Park there, which is our slow-moving observation wheel. You get some phenomenal views of Orlando from the top. It takes about 20 minutes or so to get all the way around. There's also Sea Life Aquarium, as well as Museum of Illusions Orlando and Madame Tussauds, all in one area for you, and some phenomenal restaurant options, including Ole Red, which is owned by Blake Shelton. So for the country music fans, they do have live music there and great food. Uncle Julio's, there's also Gordon Ramsay's Fish and Chips. There's a tapas bar. There's all different types of restaurants and cuisines right here in Icon Park. And what's great about Icon Park too is they do have a multi-level parking garage. So if your clients are driving, they can park there and parking is free. And there's even more to explore along International Drive. So it really is a great area to recommend to your clients. We do have our arcades. We have an area called Point Orlando, which is where you see the pub there, and there's all kinds of pubs and restaurants and bars in one area. Great restaurant options. We have live shows and along International Drive, as well as Wonderworks, which is that flipped upside down building that you see in the last picture there. This is a great attraction if people are looking for something to do for a couple of hours with their kids. It's very hands-on, very immersive, 3 levels. The 3rd level actually has a ropes course, so they can go and be very active and burn off some energy. So a really great attraction if someone's looking to do something for a couple of hours. And there's even more to explore beyond Orlando itself. So we do have the Central Florida Zoo located not too far from the theme park, so about 35 to 40 minutes. You've also got Crayola Experience, which is great for the little ones and the kids. It's located at the Florida Mall, so it can be tacked onto a shopping excursion as well. But just a great area to go and play and explore with color. They can make their own coloring pages. They can actually do a wax mold of their hand in all different colors. So it's very immersive for the little ones. And then, of course, we have a variety of water parks. So great way to beat the heat and enjoy the Florida sunshine, H2O Live being one of them. This is a great water park located right outside of the Margaritaville, Orlando. So one of the really great experiences that we have is the Kennedy Space Center and Visitors Complex. It's very unique, not right in the heart of Orlando. It's just shy of an hour going out towards Port Canaveral. So this would be a day trip for your clients, or if they happen to be going out on a cruise, they could perhaps put it into that excursion since they're going out in that direction. But it's a very unique facility to check out. They do have their Heroes and Legends museum. So just a great way to learn about the pioneers of the NASA space program. They have their astronaut Hall of Fame. They also have their behind the gates experiences. So you can actually go out and see the launch pad. They have a shuttle, a ship like no other, which is that picture you see. This is the Space Shuttle Atlantis on display for you to see. And then they have their NASA Now and Then, learning about the explorations that they have done and future explorations that they have planned, as well as launches, which is very unique. So I highly recommend checking out their website to see if there are any launches when your clients are there, because if there is, that is something super unique to see when you're down in Orlando. And of course, we have Legoland. So one of our great theme park partners. They're not right in the heart of Orlando. Again, just shy of an hour in Winter Haven, but so much to do here. They do have 3 parks, including their new Peppa Pig theme park, 1 water park, 3 hotels with their Pirate Island Hotel, Legoland Hotel, and Beach Retreat. And of course, they've got their new ride that they opened earlier this year, which is the Pirate River Quest, which is a family-friendly treasure hunt. And for people who like to be outdoors, not necessarily adventure, but a little bit of outdoor and adventure, we have so much to do down in Orlando. Of course, we have Revolution Off-Road, which is our ATV park, Gatorland Orlando, which is a great day out, a great attraction to go and see the alligators, learn about alligators, watch their shows. And then they do have, for the more extreme, they have their zip line that does zip you over the water with the alligators below you. So you can be a little more extreme there as well. Wild Florida is a great attraction about 45 minutes from Orlando. You can go out and go on the airboat rides, see the alligators in their natural environment. They also have a zoo there, as well as their drive-through safari, which is that picture that you're seeing there. And right at the end of the drive-through safari, you can actually feed the giraffes. They give you a little piece of lettuce to feed the giraffes. We also have kayaking and water sports, as well as the Orlando Tree Trek Adventure Park. So lots of ways to be out in the sunshine, enjoying Orlando and being a little adventurous. Of course, we have fishing as well. I know Canadians, we definitely do love to go fishing, and you can certainly do that down in Orlando. Boggy Creek Airboat Ride's another way to go out and see the alligators in their natural environment, as well as going out on Lake Eola with epic paddle adventures. And sadly, here in Canada, winter is upon us. So our golfing season is over, but we do have over 130 golf courses in Orlando. So that's definitely something that your clients can partake in when they are down there. So everybody likes to do a little bit of shopping when they're down in Orlando. I know that I do for sure. And some of the great shopping centers that we do have that are close by to our theme parks is the Mall at Millennia. So very easy to get to, about 35 minutes from the theme parks, just off of the interstate, so easy to find. Over 140 stores. They do have all the typical stores you would find at a US shopping center, but they also have the higher end stores such as Coach, Louis Vuitton. They've just opened up a Dior store as well. And then for those who want their designer names for less, like me, we have 2 Orlando premium outlets, one along Vineland and one along International Drive, with over 320 stores between the two. And then we also have the Florida Mall. So as I mentioned earlier, this is where the Crayola experience is located, over 250 stores, all the typical stores that you would find at a US shopping center, and easy to get to from our theme parks as well if your clients are staying at in the theme parks. And then, of course, there's Disney Springs. So Disney Springs is not only restaurants, they've also got over 100 stores. So it's a great place to go shopping. I'm sure you already know, but you do not have to be a guest of Disney to go to Disney Springs. It is open to anybody. So a really great area to go shopping. They also have their Disney store there, so you can pick up all of your Disney merchandise. Now, dining and entertainment, Orlando really is a foodie haven. There are so many incredible places to eat. Orlando has been voted the #1 foodie destination in the United States. So we do have award-winning restaurants and celebrity chefs, including Jose Andres, John Tezar, Gordon Ramsay, Guy Fieri. We have a variety of different types of cuisine. So whatever your clients are looking for, we've got them covered. We do have 46 Michelin recognized restaurants, 4 which are Michelin starred. We have 11 Michelin Bib Gourmand, which is not quite starred, but they are recognized for being a friendly establishment that serves good food and at moderate prices. And then we have 31 Michelin recommended restaurants. So a total of 46 in the Michelin program. So just to give you an idea, these are the 4 restaurants that are Michelin starred. So we have Cadence in Winter Park, Kappa at Four Seasons Resort Orlando, Walt Disney World Resort. We have the Knife and Spoon at the Ritz-Carlton Orlando in Grand Lake, and Soesi, which is also in Winter Park. So definitely check out Winter Park, and I'm going to talk about that later because they got 2 of these Michelin starred restaurants there. And for the Michelin recognized, we have just a couple of them here: the Strand Food and Drink, Bacon, the Ravenous Pig, 4 Flamingos, the Richard Blythe's Florida Kitchen, Swine and Sons, and Primo, just to show you a few. And as you can see from the pictures, they're all different types of cuisine. So again, whatever your clients are looking for, Orlando's got them covered. These are the great options that you will find at both Disney Springs and at Universal City Walk. So at Disney Springs, for example, you have Morimoto Asia, Haleo at Disney Springs, the Rainforest Cafe. At Universal City Walk, you will find Big Fire, Bubba Gump Shrimp Company, and Tojitos, just to name a few. They have so many restaurants in both areas that are so phenomenal with great food. And then, of course, we have our evening and dinner shows. So Cirque du Soleil, which is at Disney Springs. We have the Howl at the Moon, Raglan Road, which is at Disney Springs, Tin Roof along International Drive, the Out of Control Magic Comedy Dinner Show, which is located at Wonderworks. And then you've got House of Blues, which is also at Disney Springs. So we like to touch a little bit about our accommodations. If your clients are staying, of course, you've got the on-site resorts with Disney and Universal, but if they're going to stay off-site, we have them covered whatever they're looking for. If they're looking for a moderately priced property, we have that. If they're looking for a luxury property, we have that. Standard hotel room, villas with 1, 2, or 3 bedrooms, or vacation homes, we've got them covered with whatever type of accommodation they are looking for. So just to let you know, there's a couple of great pictures here. So we got the Hyatt Regency Grand Cypress, a loft Lake Nona, which is coming later this year, the JW Marriott at Bonnet Creek, the Ramada Plaza Resort and Suites, which is a great property as well, Magic Village, so more of the villas with the 1, 2, or 3 bedrooms, Courtyard by Marriott, Lake Buena Vista at Vista Center. So just to give you an idea of the different types of accommodations. And there's more. So of course, Margaritaville Resort Orlando does have standard hotel rooms as well as their villas and their homes. Rose and Shingle Creek, which is more of resort style with the golf course right on site. You've got the Orlando World Center Marriott, which is a huge property with a great water park there. You see the pool right in the center, but they've also got their water park as well. And the Conrad Orlando, which I will talk about in a few slides here. So this is the Conrad Hotel. It is coming in February of 2024, or slated for a February 2024 opening. It is part of the Evermore Orlando Resort. So the Conrad is actually going to have 433 rooms, including 51 regular suites and 10 family suites. And it is located on the property of the Evermore Orlando Resort. So this is a 10,000 room complex. They will have homes, flats, villas, 40,000 square feet of meeting space as well. Conrad Hotel right on site. And then they've got that gorgeous 8-acre lagoon that runs right through the center. And new for this year, so opened in February, is the Drury Plaza. This is located at Disney Springs. So great for your clients if they want to be close to Disney and in the Disney Springs area. They do have 604 rooms. Breakfast is included in their rates, including your made-to-order eggs and omelets. They do have an evening reception as well with heavy hors d'oeuvres and beverages. They do have early entry into Walt Disney World, as well as shuttle service to Walt Disney World. So a great option for your clients if they want to stay in the Disney Springs area. And this one is brand new. Also new is the Swan Reserve. So this opened, it's the third property with the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin. So it's just located a short walk from the Swan and the Dolphin. Beautiful property. I actually got the chance to see it when I was there in August, and it is absolutely stunning. Great rooms, very close to Walt Disney World. You can actually walk to Epcot from the property. You'll see the top there. They have a nice little area where you can actually go and see the fireworks. You'll see the fireworks from Magic Kingdom and from Epcot from the rooftop there. They do have 349 rooms on 14 floors. It's a little more boutique style, so it's a little smaller than the other two properties. But like I said, walking distance to Epcot. They also have the water taxi that can take you to the parks as well. And as it is a Walt Disney World resort, they do have all the same amenities as staying right on site at Disney, except for one, and that is the Disney dining plan. So oftentimes we don't associate Orlando with like an arts and culture or even a historic scene, but there's so many wonderful things to see in Orlando. For example, the Orlando Museum of Art, the Charles Hosmer Morse Museum of American Art, the Steisman Hall, which is great for concerts, the Orlando Philharmonic, Cirque du Soleil, as I mentioned earlier, which is at Disney Springs, and of course the Orlando Ballet. And I like to touch just quickly on our sporting events because sometimes it does coincide with your clients' holidays. We do have the Orlando Magic basketball team, and of course they do play the Toronto Raptors as well as other NBA teams. So if you have clients who are a fan of the Toronto Raptors or perhaps another team, this might be something that you can recommend for them just to sort of enhance their holiday a little bit. There's also the Orlando City Soccer Club, and they do play Canadian teams as well. And then there's championship golf course golf tournaments throughout the year, so your clients can go down and partake in that. And of course we also do have tennis tournaments at the United States Tennis Association National Campus. So again, just some sporting events that might enhance your client's vacation. And if your clients are looking to stay, off-site from Disney or Universal or even away from the tourist area, here's some great areas that you can recommend to your clients. So you've got downtown Orlando. So you do have Lake Eola there, which is absolutely gorgeous. The Dr. Phillips Center for the Performing Arts for the concerts. We've also got the Amway Center in downtown, which is where you will see the Orlando Magic play, as well as a variety of concerts throughout the year. And so the next three I'm going to tell you about are just three really local, pretty areas. So this is Winter Park, not too far from the theme parks. It's actually about 35 minutes from Walt Disney World and Universal. Here you're going to find their scenic boat tour, which is a great tour. They take you along these different lakes that they have through the little channels and take you out onto these lakes, and you can see these absolutely stunning homes. They do have weekend farmers markets. So if your clients want to go down, get their local produce or honey or that type of thing, that's a great option for them. Phenomenal restaurants and boutique style shopping along Park Avenue. And they also have their Winter Park train station, which is just a nice little historic station to see. And if your clients want to stay in Winter Park, they can certainly do that. There's the Elfond Inn, gorgeous property. I've actually stayed there and it is absolutely beautiful. Lots of artwork on display. They do have 112 rooms currently. They are adding another 71 luxury suites the end of 2023, as well as a new cafe and a new spa with 7 treatment rooms. So if your clients want to stay in Winter Park, this is a great option. And as I mentioned earlier with the dining, Winter Park is where you will find 2 of the Michelin-starred restaurants. And then we have Winter Garden. So similar to Winter Park, it's very local. They do have their farmers market on the weekends, great shopping and boutique style shopping and restaurants. They have a nice bike trail there, a great downtown area to walk around. They do have great restaurants and bars, including their Crooked Can Brewing Company, which is their microbrew there. And again, not too far from the parks. You're looking at about 35 minutes from Walt Disney World and Universal. And another great area, just a little further out, is the Lake Nona area. So this is about 45 minutes from our theme parks. Here you're going to find the Lake Nona Adventure Park. So a great way to get out on the water and enjoy the Florida sunshine. Boxy Park, which is a restaurant there. Lake Nona Wave Hotel, which is a new property that opened back in 2021. We have a beautiful sculpture garden, great restaurants, and then drive shacks, so to hit the golf ball around. They are also, as I mentioned earlier, opening the Aloft, which is slated for opening later this year. Right in the heart of this area. And it's going to be a 6-story property with 205 rooms. And it's going to have some of the best hospitality, the best technology that can be offered in the hospitality industry. So what's new for 2023? Well, right now, just to let you know, this is one of the greatest times to go down to Orlando, of course, because the holidays are upon us and there's so many wonderful things going on in Orlando during the holidays. At Disney, you've got Mickey's Very Merry Christmas at Magic Kingdom. At Epcot, you've got the International Festival of Holidays presented by Advent Health. And then at Hollywood Studios, they have Disney's Jollywood Nights. So that's at Disney. At Universal, you've got Grinchmas at Universal's Islands of Adventure, Christmas at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and Universal's Holiday Parade featuring Macy's. Also, SeaWorld has their Christmas celebration. The Kennedy Space Center has their Holidays in Space. Gatorland has their Holiday Ho 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 Down. The Orlando Ballet premieres a new production of The Nutcracker. And then Gaylord Palms presents Ice featuring Charlie Brown Christmas, complete with life-size ice sculptures. So what else is new for 2023? Well, we've seen so many things in the last few years, not just 2023, but in the last couple of years that have opened. So for example, at Epcot in 2021, at Walt Disney World, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind opened. That's their new indoor roller coaster. Remy's Ratatouille also opened at Epcot, and then just opened recently, Journey of Water, which is inspired by Moana, and that is of course at Epcot as well. At Magic Kingdom on April 4th, they saw the opening of Tron Light Cycle Run, which is one of the fastest roller coasters in any of the Disney parks. And then new to Universal, and you're going to show a video after, so you will get to see some of these, is Jurassic World Velocicoaster. It's a launch coaster that opened at Islands of Adventure in 2021. And then in August of this year at Universal, they opened up Minion Land, which has brought in some new fun experiences there. You've got Illumination's Villicon Minion Blast, which is a game-based adventure. Despicable Me Minion Mayhem, which is a family-friendly trip through Gru's lab with his daughters, as well as a brand new Minion Cafe. SeaWorld opened up their 7th roller coaster with Pipeline, a surf coaster, and it is the world's first surf coaster. So I'm going to show you a quick video here, and you will see some of the things that I just talked about for what's new for 2023. We'll go back to this. We'll show the video first. So just a little snippet of what's new for 2023. You saw in the video there Brightline, so I just wanted to go back to that slide and let you know all about Brightline. This is a phenomenal train service. It has actually been going since 2017, but they just opened up the Orlando station at the Orlando airport. And this is now connecting Orlando to South Florida, so including Miami, with stops in between in West Palm Beach, Boca Raton, Fort Lauderdale, and Aventura. So a great way for your clients to come down to Orlando, spend a week or so, enjoy our theme parks, enjoy our attractions. Perhaps they're going out on a cruise from Fort Lauderdale or from Miami. This is a really great way for them to get down. It is a speed train. It has top speeds of 125 miles per hour, so about 200 kilometers per hour. From Orlando to Miami, you can do it in approximately 3.5 hours. And they do have commissionable rates for travel agents. So check out their website, which is www.gobrightline.com. There is a travel agent section on their website. You can go in and register, and then they do have commissionable rates for you. So I highly recommend checking out Brightline as an option for your clients for getting around from Orlando to these other great destinations in Florida. So now it's time for you to learn about the selling tools that are available to you to help you sell Orlando and help you increase your sales. So it is our number one goal as Visit Orlando to keep you guys informed about what's new, what's happening in Orlando, to continue doing training for you. So if you want me to come into your agency and do a training, I can also do that for you. We do have great sales tools available to you, which I will show you in a moment. We're here to help you plan, and we do have planning resources, such as our website, to help you see what there is to do and see in Orlando for your clients. But one of the greatest tools that we do have, and if you have not done the Orlando Travel Academy yet, I highly recommend going online and checking it out. The website is www.orlandotravelacademy.com. It's a really great course that we have. Doesn't take long. I would say maybe a little over an hour. 5 chapters just to really enhance your knowledge of Orlando. So chapter 1, for example, is Hello Orlando, and it talks all about Orlando as a destination. Chapter 2 is Where to Stay and talks about the different neighborhoods that your clients can stay in. Chapter 3 is about our theme parks. Chapter 4 is about our amazing area attractions. And then chapter 5 is culture, cuisine, and more. So talking about our nightlife scene and our restaurants. So it does not take long. As soon as you become a certified Orlando expert, you'll see that little tab there where it says offers. That's going to unlock for you, and you are going to have access to graduate discounts that you can use for yourself when you go down to Orlando. That includes 2 free tickets to the Kennedy Space Center, 1 free ticket to Aquatica Orlando, SeaWorld Orlando, Legoland, or Gatorland. There's also 50% off or buy one, get one, 50% off at additional attractions in the areas and sporting events as well. Discounts at malls and hotels. And as I mentioned, you can get started with this course at orlandotravelacademy.com. So I highly recommend doing the course, becoming a certified Orlando expert. You will get a nice certificate immediately emailed to you saying that you are a certified Orlando expert, and then you have access to all of these graduate benefits for yourself. We, of course, want to keep you engaged and continuing to learn. So we're going to be adding in new courses every now and again. We did just add in the 6th chapter. It's called Value to VIP, and it talks about our accommodations from moderately priced up to luxury. So just the first 5 chapters, you will be a certified Orlando expert, but then you can carry on and continue enhancing your knowledge of Orlando. We, of course, have our website as well, which is visitorlando.com, and there's lots of great information on here, including our offers, things to do, our calendar of events to see what's up and coming when your clients are there. You can use this as a tool. You can also recommend that your clients check it out as well. And we also do have our app that you can download right onto your phone. It's called the Visit Orlando app. It's available free for Android and Apple devices. And it's essentially having our website right in the palm of your hand. So you can use it as a tool, but you can also recommend that your clients put it on their phone before they go down. Then if they're looking for a restaurant or that type of thing, it's all right there in the palm of their hands. And they can also speak to an Orlando expert if they're down there and have any questions. So it might be a little bit of a useful tool for both you and for your clients to have. So that is Orlando in a nutshell. There's always something new, always something happening in Orlando. You can literally go down every couple of months and you will experience something new. So we definitely want to keep you in the loop of that. If you go online and become a certified Orlando expert, you will, of course, also have our newsletter that will be sent to you, and it'll keep you in the loop of what we have going on in Orlando as well. And there's my contact information for you, my email, my phone number. If you need me, please feel free to contact me.
Thank you so much, Kerry. That was such an informative presentation. Wow, so much always going on in Orlando. It's such an amazing destination. And I know we have so many of our Travel Week readers booking Orlando and booking it again and again for their clients. Claudia just chimed in and said, thank you for the great presentation, Kerry. So yeah, thank you for that. Again, travel agents, I see a couple of you with your hands raised. If you have a question, pop it into the Q&A box, and then I will ask it live for Kerry on your behalf. So you can pop it in there. Kerry, for our travel consultants, I know you were mentioning the Orlando Travel Academy. I was curious as well for those travel agents who complete the course, is there ever a time when they can become available, for example, for a upcoming FAM or any travel agent rates that they might be able to take advantage of at accommodation sites, for example?
Absolutely. Once you do the course, once you're complete, under the offers tab is a section for hotels. So it will let you know what offers are available to you as a graduate. And then you do have to be a certified Orlando expert to go on any of the FAMs that we do have throughout the year. So you'd be one step ahead of the game. And then of course, we'll keep you in the loop of when the FAMs are taking place.
Okay, excellent. So I'm assuming then once they've graduated from the program, they'll be signed up to receive whatever newsletter or communication that would alert them to any upcoming FAMs or anything of that nature. Okay, great. Thanks so much, Kerry. What about for our travel consultants doing group bookings? Is there a contact at Visit Orlando that they should be getting in touch with, or would they be getting in touch with you if they have any questions with their group bookings?
So what they can do is send me a message on my email there, and I can put you in touch with our meeting and incentive department down in Orlando.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. So that's about groups. Yeah. And then lastly, as a question here, we always love the insider information. And since we have you with us here today, we're wondering about some of the places that you recommend to your friends and family when they go to Orlando, some maybe lesser known restaurants or attractions that you always like to recommend to say, hey, you know what, check this out. This is really great too. What are some of your personal favorites?
There's so many great areas. And of course, I love our theme parks. I love going to all of our attractions. Just some of the areas that I have been to that have kind of off the beaten path that maybe you wouldn't even think about was what I talked about in the presentation. So Winter Garden, Winter Park, both really pretty areas. Great to go spend a couple of hours, have a phenomenal meal. It's just off the beaten path a little bit. And it's just a little more of a local experience. Great shopping there as well. So they're both really unique areas to check out. But then I also like areas right in the heart of Orlando too, like Icon Park, because everything's right there. You've got great restaurants and attractions all in one spot. So there's so many great areas to go, but just off the beaten path, yes, I would say for sure you've got Winter Park and Winter Garden are very beautiful areas.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. And again, thanks for sharing about the Brightline. We've had a few different destinations within Florida talking about Brightline. And it's amazing that our travel agents can also book those for their clients at commissionable rates. So I was glad that you brought that up too. So thanks again for sharing that. It looks like that is all our questions for today. We have some thank yous from Aylin and Drew just saying thanks for coming on today and for sharing with us. So absolutely, Kerry, thank you so much for being here, and to Visit Orlando as well for being here today to share with our Travel Week community. And I'd also like to give a big thank you to all the travel consultants who are here on our webinar today. Thank you. And congratulations, because now all of you who have stayed through are now eligible to win the $50 Amazon gift card. So stay tuned for an announcement coming to see if you are the lucky winner.
Absolutely.
And with that, I will just say thanks again. And it was a pleasure having you, Kerry. Do you have anything else you'd like to add before we leave?
I just want to thank you all for joining me this afternoon, because I know you're very busy, so your time is valuable. So I do appreciate you taking the time to increase your knowledge of Orlando, and I'm here if you need me.
Thank you so much, Kerry. And thanks again, Travel Week community. Stay tuned for our follow-up emails and have a great day.
Perfect. Thank you. Good luck to everyone. Take care.
Thanks. Bye-bye.